trouble with this film.
Theater. Now. One.
Like any mass media system, this year it hasn't. Mechanics are basically authoritarian. There actually isn't any possibility of a live exchange between...
Technique for the mass production.
Problem is, I can't take a picture of the audience. It needs to be done. I can't speak for the viewer, speak themselves. End of tape.
Action.
This is, Bill. It's his land I live on. This is Dennis. My parents. This is Aaron, leader, my first man's best friend. This is Patty. Ron Finney, like myself, a filmmaker. Tom and Leia, the man at the mini-mart. Richard, I really don't know him at all, but he did my astrology chart, so presumably he knows something about me. The Sync Pulse. Jon Jost, male, born Chicago,
A personal history, name, age, date, and place of birth. From this skeleton we might piece together the outlines of a personality, that this person is American, white, from the middle classes, more or less educated, that like many of his contemporaries, he is alienated from the supposed mainstream of his society.
I think what's important is for me to say something to the audience that has to do with the film as a whole. I think if you evaluate what you actually saw, you realize that you've been had from the very beginning, because it's a film that talks about the futility of communicating and also talks about the expense of making a film. That's more or less the act of a charlatan, a guy going around trying to take advantage of you. You could do yourself a favor if you lynched him, if he's in the audience with you or in the theater. If you're not prone to violence, as I'm not, then I would recommend that you get this print of the film, the one that's being shown right now, and burn it. He's not very wealthy, and he can't afford to have too many prints made, so you can maybe stop it that way. And if you don't want to do either of those two, then you can do simply what I'm going to do now, that is to leave. You can leave the theater.